righty, it looks like we're now recording, so we will go back 1 second in time and we will touch on the credentials report. Amanda?
Thank you again, Mr. Chair. We had 26 present this morning at 9:03 a.m. with 24 credentials.
All righty, and Mr. Dillingham was requesting a roll call.
Yes.
All right. Would you mind entertaining us for that, Amanda? That way we can verify everybody.
Can you read the list of credential people?
Amanda, you want me to do it?
Please, if you have it in front of you.
I do.
Thank you.
All right. Check in and credentials. We have Charles Altendorf, Amanda Billings, Reagan Conlon, Randall Daniel, Dale Gillespie, Joe Hunter, Robert Lauder, Michael Maltby, Brandon Glove, Kenneth Molman, Ryan Patrick, Robert Perry, Benjamin Pugh, Andrew Roberts, Don Stacy, Larry Thompson, James Toller, Christian Varney, Chris Dillingham, Jonathan Bates, Jacob Kilburn, and Mitch Rushing.
All right. Did anybody not hear their name? David Patterson and the Extons. The Extons should have been added.
And actually, Linda White, I did miss before. I see her there.
Good
And the X-Times, they did get signed in?
Yes, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so that
this
would
should-
mean that there are a total then of actually 25.
You get the X times?
Yeah.
My apologies,
What about the Extons?
they are as well, yes. That puts us at 25.
We're like the most
Okay, and so we've got Patterson, the Extons, and Mrs. White.
Oh, I do not have Patterson. Hold on one moment, sorry. All right, so we have Patterson, the Ecksteins, and the White. My apologies.
And let me know once you get a total what half and 2/3 are.
So the real total is 26 people present, or excuse me, there's 28 present, 26 voting.
Okay.
So that would mean 50%, 50% is 14. I didn't put, I should have made a formula for that.
Two-thirds is 18.
Yep.
We need 60, 66, and 3/4. The various numbers we need. 2 divided by 6. Y. All right, yeah, so 16 for 60%.
Do we have anything that's a 60%
There
threshold?
used to be anyway, I don't know if there still is.
Three-quarters.
2/3 is 18 and 3/4. There's 20.
Oh, that's easy enough. All righty, so, do we have a motion? All right, we did have a motion already to accept the credentials, now that we've removed those issues. That was by James Toller, correct? And it was seconded by Joe Hunter. All right, do we have any discussion about that? Nope. Any objections to the credentials report? All right, hearing none, that passes. I guess get that there. Now we gotta move on to our agenda. Can we, all right, so we got it pulled up. Would you mind zooming in on that? Because, I mean, I know my eyesight's bad, but, whew, I can't read it from here. All right. Now we need a motion to approve said agenda.
Is everything getting pushed back, sorry, point of inquiry, are we pushing out anything back by now?
Ken, do we technically need to amend the times?
I mean, we can just go ahead and just say, we're amending the agenda that everything's gonna run an hour later.
Fair enough.
As long as you have the same amount of time allotted within each segment.
Right.
All right, so we get a motion, do we have a motion? We need a motion to approve it first, then a second, then a motion to amend, correct?
Correct.
Yes, Robert Perry.
Did we need a report from the treasurer?
I mean, it's always good to have one. I would imagine that would come once we,
The treasurer is prepared, but indifferent.
yeah.
Uh,
Yes, Ken.
All right, I made a motion to accept the agenda.
All right, motion by Ken to accept. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Larry. All right, Ken Moment.
Make a motion to amend the agenda to adjust the times, by 1 hour.
All right.
And also to add a treasurer's report immediately preceding, the rules committee's report.
All right.
15 minutes ago?
All right, so we get a motion by Ken Moment, there's amendments, a second by James Toller.
Point of information, why an hour, not 30 minutes?
Yeah, it's only 30 minutes. We're not.
We're on
It's
30
okay to
minutes.
run ahead. It's okay to run ahead.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not ready.
Oh, I see.
All righty, so, do we have any discussion around Mr. Moment's amendment? Any objections to Mr. Moment's amendment? All right, the motion is amended. Do we have any discussion around the main motion? Do we have any objections to the main motion? Hearing none, this is our agenda, once amended.
All right. Y'all give me
All
one
right,
second. I will
that
post
brings us
them.
to our next order of business, which would be a treasurer's report. Mr. Perry, the gavel and podium are yours.
Where's my gavel? Where's my gavel?
All right. So funds as of yesterday, March 4th, we have $11,856.42. A year prior, we had $17,632.44. So we are down by about $7,500 for the year. So we need to probably pick up the pace on bringing in money. I think it's probably due in large part to the fact we have an office now. That's awesome. We've been doing some things with the office. I did want to mention that just a couple of things. As treasurer, one of the things I've sort of grown to like while doing the cursed KREF reports is seeing everyone's occupations. I can't really share that with you per se, because it would just sound like a list of occupations. But when you're going through each one, it really is overwhelming how many places we are and how many jobs we have. And as somebody who's always been around small business, we are strong in the small business world, and we also have a very strong side hustle gang. The only other thing I wanted to bring up, if you'll entertain me, is the other thing I like is I like seeing the comments on some of the contributions. So I thought I'd read to you, I made a quick list. Decided to start taking human action to advance libertarian values. I am new to the party and would like to give my full support to the cause. I am a Republican convert. After seeing the vast amount of government overreach this year, I think it is time to educate people on what liberty truly is. Fuck Republicrats. Yeah. I have done more political research in the last year and given it a lot of thought, and feel the Libertarian Party aligns with my beliefs and morals, so I have switched over to this party. The government has too much control in our lives. The party of choice is the only party I'll put my name and wallet behind. Very appropriate to say we're donating. It has never been more vital to bring libertarian values into the national discourse to sustain and balance this country. And of course, and I quote, taxation is still theft. Does anyone have any questions? Even if I'm not prepared, I can get stuff together later.
We've also had a lot of disbursements to like districts and counties. Do you have any numbers to?
Yeah, thank you. That's actually on here, and there's a lot on here. I'm like, they don't want to hear all this. But yeah, in the last year, I've written checks to disperse to the affiliates for $11,469.48. Yay.
Yeah.
So a little thing I'm gonna follow up on is of that, $3,021.00 still haven't been cashed. So, that's kind of one of my efforts, is I'm working on becoming a better treasurer. One of those things is I've just set up a report that comes to me monthly, so that when checks aren't cashed, I sort of get dinged and I say, yeah, that checks aren't cashed. So I'll be able to start working with the treasurers and the chairs to sort of remind people, cash your damn checks. You know, this is money that people have donated. They didn't donate it to us so it can sit in a bank account. They also didn't.
Cash them once, right, Rob?
Yes, can only cash them once. He's referencing a problem that we had. A check really did get cashed twice. There's a gap in the bank. It's not our fault. It's a gap in the banking policy. It happened during the change of treasurers. We've tracked it down. We have it under control. It's fine.
We won't name the bank at fault, but their initials are BB&T.
But I'll try to do a better job of following up with people to get things cashed. You know, nudging people to get things deposited on a timely basis, because that is sort of the impetus of this. One sec, Ken. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start trying to do a better job of recording my processes. Like, I've captured the processes for when I'm reimbursing people. I'm capturing things for things like that. We're using QuickBooks Online now, so all those processes are in relation to the chart of accounts I've set up. So hopefully, not only will I get better at this, but hopefully I'll be able to do a decent job of handing this off, and we can get better at this as a party. Yes, Ken?
If someone were so inclined, where would they go to donate?
I believe you could go to, I think it's LPKY.org. And there's a little donate.
I'm sorry, that was the word. You said it again, so we can just write it down.
Donate, you click the donate. It's LPKY.org.
That's all. One more follow-up question. Do you know roughly how much we've had in donations over the last year? For any reasonable time period around it?
I can get you a more solid number. No. I saw a number last night, but it included a lot of donations from other people, so I can't get you that quickly.
That's fair. But I suppose we could assume then that if you've had $11,000 in disbursements, we've
It's,
already.
you can't really do the math that way.